Us now to talk more about this. We're joined live from Austin, Texas by Dr. Susan Allen Nan. She is a professor with the Institute for Conflict Analysis and Resolution at George Mason University. First of all, what do you make of the candidates' positions with regard to Russia and the issue of Georgia?
Hi, Kimberly. As you said, they have both come out condemning the Russian military presence in Georgia, especially having gone beyond the areas of South Ossetia. But the ways that the two candidates have done so have been different. So there's not such a contrast in their message, but the way they've delivered their message.
What do you think is... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, we've seen from McCain what I would call inflammatory rhetoric. He's said that he looks into Putin's eyes and he sees KGB, and that he knows that they're after reestablishing the Russian Empire, and that nations don't invade other nations in the 21st century, and phrases that the Russians can only find demeaning and meant to be challenging to them in a way that they can't come back and say, here's a reasonable way we can work together on this. Whereas Obama has been just as strong in saying that the Russian troops need to leave Georgia, that they need to stop with the airspace back when they were doing their flights over Georgia. They need to stop that, that there need to be international monitors there. Yet he hasn't gone so far as to the name calling. And I think that leaves more space for the Russians to come back and step up to the plate with responsible engagement in a way that they don't end up escalating to a full-scale Cold War again.
And what do you think is shaping these different views? Do you think it's that they're playing to a specific audience of voters, that perhaps forgetting the fact that the world is really listening? And if that's the case, what does the next president need to do to try and repair some of what may be considered perhaps a tactical blunder or a foreign policy future blunder?
Right.
What do they need to do?
Yeah. Well, I think that, you're right, that the sound bites that McCain's come out with during his campaigning would not be appropriate coming from a president, and would definitely have escalated the conflict even further than it's gone. The Obama campaign has presented more nuance and has not had the quick sound bites of "we're all Georgians today" and so forth. I think that what we want to look for in our next president is the ability to communicate the nuance and the complexity and the willingness to engage collaboratively, realizing that the security of the American people is integrally related to the security of all people in the world today.
All right, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Dr. Susan Nan. Appreciate you for joining us.
Thanks, Kim.